Okay, so let's see what we've got in the box. Quick start. There. Oh, this looks like the magnetic stick plates, USB cord, and USB power supply. Okay. Cool. Okay, so I finished step one. I've downloaded the Wyze app and created an account. Now I am going to connect the camera to power. Wait 20 seconds for the light. Okay, yellow light is beeping. And okay, so add new device, Wyze cam. Go underneath, press the setup button.
Ready to connect.
Okay, ready to connect. All right, that is my 5 gigahertz. So let me get to the 2 gigahertz. Okay, entered my Wi-Fi password.
QR code scanned. Please wait.
QR code is scanned. Now it just has to connect to the Wi-Fi network. Oh. Okay.
Setup completed.
I'm going to be putting this one in the garage, so we name it garage. Okay, so this can also be shared with anybody else actually that you give an email address to. Don't want to do that now. Okay, then I can go into the device. All right, there it is actually. Working, and now I think I need to set up detection. Well, let me try event recording first. Okay, detects motions, detects sounds. Okay, yeah, you can also set when you want it to do that. You can turn it off during certain times of the day. Notifications. Oh, this one's just for person. Okay, motion, sound, send notifications is on. So I will get notified every time that it detects either motion or sound. And okay, sensitivity for the detection settings. Cool. Alarm settings. Oh, this is cool. So if it hears a smoke alarm or a carbon monoxide alarm, you will actually get notified. I don't have either of those set up in the garage, so I will not be using those, but that's pretty slick if you don't have a smoke detector or CO detector that is connected to Wi-Fi already, a smart detector, and sends you notification. This can do that for you. All right, alarm settings. Oh, sorry, just did that. Advanced setting. Okay, so night vision, have that on auto. Camera status light, rotate image, I guess if you have the camera upside down mounted. Timestamp, good to have. Wyze logo, yeah, why not? Record sound, so it also records sound. You can sync the time. Oh, get back into there. So the only real downside to this camera, it will record 12 seconds of whatever after it detects a sound or motion. It will record 12 seconds and put that on the Amazon cloud, which is great. You'll always see that and always have that. Well, I'm sorry, you'll have it for, I think, 2 weeks. Now, if you want to record more, there is a subscription service that I understand for $1 a month, I think for each camera, that it will record everything that it sees after detection for a certain amount of time up on the cloud. Sorry, I don't have the exact details of that, but it is a subscription fee, and what I'm doing with this camera right now, it doesn't really matter. Or if you want to keep it free, you can put an SD card in the actual camera and it will record all the time and keep it on the SD card. So you will always have it. The issue with that that I find is if somebody does, let's say they break into your house or whatever, they see that there's a camera, all they have to do is take the camera or take the SD card out and you won't have that footage. So it's kind of a good and bad thing. Right now I'm just going to be using this for the 12 seconds of free footage that you get and see where it goes from there. If I decide that I want to do more, record more footage, keep more footage, I'll either do the cloud or an SD card. So really that is it. So with this set up, I am going to see it showing live right now. I mean, this is really neat. I'm going to put this into the garage. I will either use, again, it has this piece of metal that, and there's a magnet built into the stand. So it attaches to, and then this is double-sided tape, so you can put that on the wall, stick this piece of metal to it, and then your camera will mount on the wall. So that is what I am going to do, put it in the garage to watch my Tesla. Okay, something that is not so great, but the camera needs to be plugged in all the time using a micro USB cable, and this cable looks to be about 6 feet long. So unless you get an additional cable or a longer cable, you're pretty much stuck to mounting this thing within 6 feet of a power supply. I guess you can get an extension cord or anything, a longer USB cable, but you do have to run a cord to it all the time. I mean, that's good and bad. I have some another camera setup at my house, the Arlo cameras, which are also very easy to set up, but you're limited by the batteries. There's batteries in each one of the cameras, and well, it makes it unlimited to mount them anywhere you'd like, but you have to keep them charged. And depending on how much activity there is in that spot, the batteries can last a long time, but I would say I'm pulling them down and charging them once a month, once every other month, and on my busiest camera. And on the least busiest one, you know, it's probably been 3 or so months. So it's great that you can not have to worry about these once they're mounted, but it's not so great that you have to keep them plugged in. Anyway. Hey, so I am here in my garage now, and I am going to mount the camera here on my tool bench wall. I've already got kind of this metallic pegboard thing up, so with the magnet that's already built into the base here, it just sticks. So I'm going to just plug this in. I thought this was about as good as a spot as any. And then
pull up the app on my phone. And see what we get. I hear the camera has clicked a couple times. Alright, so it's still showing offline. I did obviously have to unplug this from the kitchen and bring it out here. Oh, okay, here we go. It's on. All right, so here I am. Boy, that's kind of weird. So here we have the camera mounted here, and it's getting a good view of the Tesla and whatever else I have, whatever else junk I have in my garage here. And I could probably mount this maybe maybe a little bit lower here just to get a better view. If somebody is, boy, there's all kinds of glare and everything. If somebody is actually, walking into the garage or something, it might be better to have it lower. So either way, though, I can find potentially a different spot to mount this. Maybe run the wire behind this pegboard here, or who knows what, right? Maybe just leave it as is, tie the wire up a little bit better. But I think it's pretty cool that I can now have a camera that I have access to from my garage at any time. And again, you can set up, you can watch live stream, you can view playback from any events that have happened. No micro SD card in there. So anyway, I like it. This cost, I think, $20 or $25 on Amazon, and right now that's it. That's the only cost I have associated with it. No extra money. So pretty cool. All right, guys. Thanks. So I'm going to attempt to show how the camera detects sound, it detects motion, and you get an alert on your phone. It's pretty neat. Okay, should be in the view of the camera. Expecting an alert here. No alert? Really? Okay, there it was. Detected motion on garage at 4:05. That is it. Get this closer. So let me replay that in case you didn't get it. Not that it's that exciting, but there I am trying to get the camera to react, and it did. And again, it only saved 12 seconds, but here are the events. This is when I set the camera up, and then this later one, and you could see it says motion, sound, etc. So actually, I'm not sure why we didn't get a sound detection alert, but who knows, maybe that's on its way. But again, it only saved 12 seconds. So if that's all you need to see if somebody came in, then that's great. If you want to see exactly what happened after that, then it's not so great because you only have 12 seconds. Again, you could put an SD card in the camera, and if no one takes the camera or the SD card out, you will have full footage. So I think that's about it, guys. So thanks a lot for watching this, and I hope you can keep your Tesla or any other car that you have more secure, and your house too.